here. Do you have to wire it? Wire is much better. Wire is microphone. Now here, I just want to remind you, we are learning, not Buddhism, but we are learning Dhamma. Right? When you are learning Dhamma, what is Dhamma? Dhamma is universal. Right? So it means we try to universalize our mind that should go with a different culture, different society, different ethnic, different nationality. You understand like this? Because we're not trying to become a Buddhist, or we try to learn Dhamma. We try to learn Dhamma. Dhamma is universal. You understand? When you try to universalize your mind, your spirit, your behavior, and do you think you go against a different background, different ethnic, different society, nationality? Yes or no? No. This is right understanding, like the Buddha said. Right understanding should be this. This is the reason I often said even in my country, I am trying to universalize, not Burmanize or not Myanmarize or something like that. I try to universalize. When you try to universalize, you can travel all over the world. You will never go against any society, any ethnic background, any religion. Like for example, I will show you my website. If you go to the website, even church, the priest, they can accept the Dhamma. If you talk to them Buddhism, you'll run away. If they talk to me Christianity, they'll run away. But if you talk about Dhamma, they accept it. Because, for example, when you are angry, when we are angry, is anger Christian or Buddhist? Buddhist? Anger is anger. This is the reason what the Buddha said is, don't see anger as Buddhist, but see as it is. What the Buddha said. You understand? When you are angry, how do you see it? Anger as anger, without any names and labels on it. You understand? See, when you are going to the Christian community, Muslim community, don't they feel angry? What is your opinion? Don't they feel angry or not? They can feel angry because they are human beings, right? So there's nothing to do with any names and labels. So the Buddha said you have to universalize. Anger should be anger without any names and labels. When you call that, there's nothing to do with religious names and labels. Why? We are learning Dhamma. Anger is one of the Dhamma. How do you say that anger is Kusala Dhamma or Akusala Dhamma? Akusala Dhamma, right? So this is one of the Dhamma. Yeah. So this is the reason the Buddha teaches us that Vipassana is the only way that guides us how to see things as they are. Vipassana doesn't teach us to religionize or something that we should put the name. But Vipassana teaches us to see things as they are. This is the reason. Sometimes when I teach, even in my parents, when you are angry, see, do you find any male sex or female sex in the anger? But do you see this? Anger is anger without sex, without male or female. It means this is the Dhamma. When you see the Dhamma as it is, look all over the world, every individual, the same or not? The same. So we are not different. But the difference is, the difference between those who do not see the Dhamma and who see the Dhamma. What is the difference, you know? They don't know the real Dhamma as it is. But they put the names. And when they are fighting each other, do you think that they fight for the truth or for the name? For the name. This is how stupid this world is. This is the reason when the Buddha came to the world, he tries to make us wiser. I feel really, when I study this, I read one of the book that Buddhism and democracy is really great. Many Western people say we have never heard of this topic in Buddhism and democracy. I believe that democracy is not politics, it is the system, how we should live in this society. You understand? We try to share our same values, we try to share our thoughts and emotions together without fighting each other, to find a solution. Democracy is teaching like this, right? We should try to respect a minority, majority, we should try to disagree, agree, we do this. This Buddhism is like this. You have to just take it patient. When we disagree, when we don't like each other. When you see when you don't like each other, what is this? Anger. Right? When you don't like each other. When we are angry. A little bit dislike. So then we disagree. If we have no anger, if we realize anger as in anger, if we realize that anger is impermanent, it will change, it will go away. So we don't need to fight each other. When we have no anger, when we don't have no anger, we don't have disagreement, and that makes us living peacefully. This is the reason that the Buddhist teaching is very fundamental, very, very universal, basic, the principle of the way of life how we should live. So vipassana is this. Whenever we feel something, we shouldn't put the name on it, but we should try to realize as it is. This is the reason in my talk, everywhere. Yesterday, we came to today with Vincent. He told me there's nothing to argue with my teaching, very nice, but the only things that he said, I pointed out to 20 times about something like Muslim, it is not good. He said, but I don't try to blame anything in real life, believe me. I don't try to, because as I said, we are learning Dhamma now. You understand? We are learning Dhamma. It means we have to universalize. We have to even take off the attachment to the name of Buddhism. Otherwise, we cannot learn the Dhamma. You understand? Because this is the name. We are Nama Rupa, the mind and the matter. There's nothing to do with the Buddhists, but everyone who ever in the world existed, all Nama Rupa. This is because this is the world of Nama Rupa, This is in 31 abodes, this is Nama Rupa Law. So we should have only this Nama Rupa without names and labels. This is the reason we have to understand we are learning Dhamma. Dhamma is universal. So this is the reason we try to universalize ourselves, to go harmony and to go with ethnics, any backgrounds, any society, any nationalities in harmony. Do you agree with me? This is the Dhamma. If you go this way, I travel different places, even China. It's very, before I enter China, I heard a lot of bad news. People say, don't go to China, you can do this, but in fact, when I was in China, everything is completely different. And I was taken care of by people very well. So I have no problem with it. Because I'm talking about Dhamma. I don't try to disturb anyone. If you don't try to disturb anyone, nobody will disturb you. This is the reason I say, as long as I trust myself, I trust everyone. The first, we have to trust ourselves. We know what we are doing, what we're going to do. So we trust. Even if you accuse me, I don't care, because I know myself what I'm doing. You understand? So when I trust myself, I trust everyone completely. In my forest, I don't even lock the door. Every door should be open. I teach these people, they are with me. Every door should be open to me. When I lock the door, what is it? I feel doubt. You will steal something from me. So the mind shouldn't think like this. You have to just open to everyone. But for society, of course, in society there are different people. You have to lock this and that. But when you are monk, locking the door is almost stupid. Nothing. But I don't tell them lock. Of course, when I'm away from the forest, they do it. But I tell them the word. This means when you are doubtful about something, you don't trust yourself, and you feel something serious, that you are afraid of something that happened to you, something wrong. But when you trust yourself, there's nothing. Now here, I place lessons very mindfully, wisely. We are learning Dhamma, and these, here I put here, Buddhist, Christian, Muslim, Jewish, Hindu, these are just the names I want to mean. There's nothing other than that. You understand? This is just the name. And when you are paying attention to, for example, breathing, when you're paying attention to the breathing, do you think that Buddhist is with the breathing or breathing itself? Breathing itself. And when you are angry, when you are paying attention to the anger, by being aware of that anger, to see as it is, do you think there is a name of Buddhism or any religion? This is what I mean, because like everyone can be angry, not because of Buddhism, not because of Christian, not because of Hindu, not because of any religion, but because of mind and matter. Right? How to say in Pali? Nama Rupa. This is what the Buddha taught, right? If you try to universalize all individual ethnic backgrounds, everybody is just Nama Rupa. Who created that Nama Rupa? Our mind, our Nama Rupa, because mind alone can do nothing. But the mind starts thinking, then the physical activities follow. And they work together. This is called karma. That karma creates how you should be. This afternoon topic will be this. So here I just want to bring again the Buddhist, Christian, Hindu, Jewish. Here look, these names are formed in your head by the thought. It's not. Is it reality or just the names are labels? Not reality, right? So the reality is Nama Rupa, but these are formed by our thoughts. I'm Buddhist, I'm Christian. When you are forming, giving, naming yourself as something else, like a Buddhist, do you feel in harmony or indifference? How do you feel when you give the names? In harmony or indifferent? Different, of course. When you name yourself a Buddhist, or I'm Buddhist. When you see the Christian, I'm not Christian. You're Christian. I'm Buddhist. Then you feel different. You differentiate. But when you universalize Nama Rupa, there's no name to label. You feel what is in harmony. Realizing Nama Rupa is harmony or naming is in harmony. Realizing the Nama Rupa. So this is the reason why we should appreciate the Buddha. He didn't disturb. I said very often, the Buddha is very wise. In India, India, they have a very, very, very serious religious background, religious phenomena in India. But look, the Buddha didn't disturb anyone. The Buddha has never made any war in India when he was alive. Have you ever learned a single war in India when the Buddha was alive? Yes or no? No. Please be friendly with you and try to be your whole because then I can realize you understand or not. Yeah. No, by the name of Buddhism. I mean. Of course, politically they can be a war, they can have a war, but by the name of Buddha, Buddhism. You think that there's a war? No. Why I said that? The Buddha said, try to realize it as it is, try to reduce it by understanding, try to see as when it ceases, try to see when it disappears, anicca. How can you be angry? How can you be angry when you see that disappear? Right? So when you see anicca, it's not possible to be angry. When you have no anger, how can you fight? This is the reason the Buddhism absolutely, these days, why scientists urgently accept the Buddha's teaching, because this is the only way that makes us peaceful, without rejecting, without accepting, but going in the middle. Rejecting is one extreme and the acceptance is one extreme, but we go in the middle. How to go in the middle? See as it is, see as it is. Don't get involved. You get it? You get it? Yes or no? Because I don't want to get a passive like this. It should be active. Okay? So that you see that Maggasacca is teaching to see as it is. Normally we try to see as it is, or we are trying to get involved. Normally. If we don't learn this, even we put the name on ourselves, Buddhist, do you think we can see it as it is, or we are trying to get involved? Most of the, we try to get involved most of the time. But only time when you practice this vipassana meditation, you try to be aware of them, you try to see they as they are, you try to see as rises and passes away, then you are free from that kind of the process, because you just observe it, you are just observing, you don't get involved. This is what the Buddha calls freedom. This is what the Buddha called nirvana. So when you understand like this, nirvana is difficult or easy to take, but because we don't do it. If we do it, I said often nirvana is in the back. Just want to enter your body, but you always run away. You always neglect. This is the reason that the nirvana cannot come back. When you switch on attention, observe things as they are, you don't get involved, you are there observer. The longer you meditate, the better you understand, the deeper you get understanding, and the better you can be free from that process of rising and passing away without getting involved. You understand? Clear? Because before I go back to my country, I leave you clear. I don't want to make you confused by talk. Otherwise, I'll be irresponsible. Clear? Yes. So it's nirvana is at the back. Just see that this by practicing vipassana meditation, what I said, mindfulness-based vipassana meditation. Without mindfulness, vipassana is not perfect. And just vipassana alone, without mindfulness, it is not clear. But you have to just first, because eightfold factors, you see there's a right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. These three are concentration aspect of the Eightfold Noble Path. Right? Everybody knows this. You realize what you know already? So, the mindfulness, when you see breathing, for example, you have to be mindful. You have to make an effort first to realize, to see it. Then you have to be mindful of that breathing as it is. Then you need concentration. You have to just focus on, not to make the mind restless. Then you stay here and you have right effort, right concentration, right mindfulness here. Then when something is here, in the body, as soon as you feel itchy on the shoulder, you see in the picture? It's in the picture, but in you, not in the picture. I just draw it just to show an example. Here, if you feel itchy, but when you are sitting here, right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration together. This is a concentration aspect of the mind, the Eightfold Noble Path. At the same time, when you're paying attention to this, right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration, three factors of the Noble Eightfold Path called concentration aspect of the Noble Eightfold Path. When you do constantly, intensively, do you think your mind is thinking bad, or good, or stable in the middle? When you're doing it, good or bad in the middle. This is middle way. You understand? You find it? This is middle way. Majjhima Patipada is not in the book, but here. As soon as we do this, even 5 minutes, that in the 5 minutes we are in the middle way. And that will lead us to achieve the Nibbana. Now, Nibbana means you see now the process of rising and passing away, just we try to observe, we are free. We just try to observe. Things that's going itself, rising and passing away, rising and passing away, we don't try to get involved. Otherwise, we get involved and react. And that makes us not peaceful. Right? So this is the reason. This mindfulness-based vipassana meditation is necessary. It should be together. This is not my own technique. I don't create anything, but from the discourse of mindfulness. Every scholar who they know this, but they are not clear how to practice, how to train themselves, how to teach people. I try to show you very clearly from the Mahasatipatthana Sutta. This is the reason I write the mindfulness-based vipassana meditation. When you do this, when you reach that vipassana, skillfully, you observe them anytime you are. Even if you are painful, you see it rises now. You just observe as it is. You don't try to get involved. Just observe as it is. When it disappears, you see as it is. Then you are free from this. You understand? We should do together for maybe another 10 minutes. Okay? This is going with the theory and a practice together. This is what we call, this is called science. Right? So meditation is not religious practice. It is very scientific practice. You agree with me? Yes, lovely. Okay. We go together for 10 minutes. You see when you are feeling something on your shoulder or on your back or on your neck, please don't get involved. Stay at the nostril and observe that. Something that itchy or pain or vibration, whatever it rises on you, while paying attention to the nostril, to the breathing. Also, that sitting is not the only way, but we have another way, reclining, walking, standing. This is the reason meditation can be in any position or any posture of our real life. It's not only sitting. When we think meditation is just in sitting, it is wrong, because the Buddha doesn't teach only sitting. Doing this at the nostril where your attention is. There it is. Right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration. 3 factors of the Eightfold Noble Practice working there. They are working together there. At the same time, when you are paying attention to the breathing in and out, your mind is not good, not bad, in the middle. Your minds are not thinking good, thinking bad, in the middle. This is moral quality. And you physically, you don't do anything right or wrong, but you are in the middle. This is called right action. and you don't speak anything bad or good, you are just in the middle. This is called right speech. And at the same time, you don't do any business for money. This is right livelihood. So these 6 factors, they are working together. It's sila and samadhi. So when you pay attention to the breathing, there's 6 of the Eightfold Factors there at the nostril. So this is middle way, because your mind is not going bad or good, your speaking is not going good or bad, your action is not going good or bad, but you are at the middle. So this is middle way. 6 of Eightfold Noble Path there. It is very practical how to arise, how to let it arise in us by observing this, by practicing, following mindfulness-based vipassana meditation. Because when as long as you are at the nostril paying attention to the breathing, it is called mindfulness. Is one of the Eightfold Noble Path is the samadhi, the aspect of samadhi of the Eightfold Noble Path. Right speech, right action, right livelihood. There, when you're doing this, it's called sila. Second group is samadhi. They are working there. And also when you pay attention to it, then you see that Eightfold Noble Path, 6 of Eightfold Noble Path is very clear there. Maggasacca. Maggasacca is there, very clearly. While paying attention to this, you feel itchy on the shoulder, you feel vibration at the back and the back. When you turn pay attention to there, when you're mindful of this, aware of this, observe this, this is called vipassana. So without this mindfulness, vipassana will not be clear. With this mindfulness, vipassana is clear. This is the reason. The mindfulness-based vipassana meditation taught by the Buddha in Mahastipatthana Sutta. This is not my creation, not from any master, but from the heart of the Buddha. This is not the technique I created. This is the path from the heart of the Buddha. This is very applicable and experiential and practical in you. If you learn the book, it will make you confused, but by practicing this, you feel clear how the Eightfold Noble Path is in you, operating. This is how the Dhamma is wonderful when you practice this mindfulness-based vipassana meditation. At the moment, scientifically, you have no stress, you have no depression, and you have no anxiety, you have no worry, concentration is up, serenity is up, stability is up, calmness is up, all that makes you happy. At the same time, now scientific research discovered, by doing this, you can stop aging substances. This is really great. This is the reason why some monks who take meditation longer, a long time, their face is clear, like a young guy, even they are old in age, because the aging substance is destroyed by this practice of deep meditation. When aging substance is completely destroyed by this meditation, there is no old age. This is what the Buddha said. Nibbana, no old age. By practicing this, it is called Nibbana. Maggasacca. By practicing Maggasacca. So when you are paying attention to the breathing in and out, there is a true aspect of Noble Eightfold Path. Sila and Samadhi. 6 factors there working together. As soon as you see like itchy feelings rises, the NAND rises, ache rises, vibration rises. This is called Vipassana Maggasacca. Vipassana Maggasacca. The right understanding and right thought is there operating. So, right understanding, right thought, and the other 6 factors together, 8 full factors there already. This is called Maggasacca. And practicing mindfulness based vipassana meditation. So you can discover that Maggasacca is in you. Not by reading books, or not by reading theoretically, intellectually, but practically. So how the Four Noble Truths is scientific. This makes me really afresh, and this makes me really amazing feeling with this Dhamma. Of course, when you have to see that ache or pain or itchy, you have to see them as they are with rises till it passes away. You have to see it rises until it passes away. When you see, as soon as you see it passes away, this is called anicca. When you see anicca, you get one of the Vipassana Maggasacca. One Maggasacca. It's really amazing. Vipassana meditation is really amazing. It makes our mind fresh, our minds renovated, our minds active, our minds more interesting to learn the Dhamma. Otherwise we get bored by learning Dhamma. I don't like this feeling too, because when I was young, I feel very often bored with my traditional Buddhist teachers. This is the reason I try to make it better in a scientific way, like I studied mathematics. Sometimes you can feel so peaceful and calm by doing this after half an hour or after 50 minutes sometimes. Exceptionally, accidentally, automatically, I'm practicing this. This is sukha, but this sukha itself can be disappeared. It's not permanent one. If we are attached to that sukha, we will suffer because it's not permanent one. It can be disappeared within a moment. That's the reason we have to see it rises, it passes away. It rises, it passes away. We should try to observe as it is. Then we will not get involved in this. If we're not getting involved in it, we will feel better, we will be happier. Or we feel free from that kind of process of rises and passes away. This is called vipassana meditation. But it should be completely based on mindfulness. When you see it like this, it's Eightfold Factors middle way, it's in you, because you don't go anything good, anything bad, you stay in the middle, you don't go physically, mentally, anywhere, anything good or bad, but you are in the middle. This is called middle way. So, to discover middle way is possible by practice of this. Without this middle way is nothing. You cannot discover by reading books, but you can discover it by practicing this. Not only not because you are Buddhist, but because you are practicing. So this is the reason. Those who practice this can experience this practically, scientifically. Okay, Buddha assured that. I feel really proud of this teaching because the Buddha is really practical and scientific. It invites everyone. One of the excellence of Dhamma quality is inviting everyone. Ehi basiko, come and see. Inviting everyone, come and see. Not only Buddhists, but though there are so many Buddhist people who do not come and see, they are not finding the middle way. This is why I like the Buddhist Fellowship. The Buddhist Fellowship community opened the door to experience the Dhamma. This Buddhist Fellowships opened the door to experience the Dhamma. And this invites many teachers from all over the world, including me now, from Burma. Simply to share the Dhamma, simply to let them experience the true Dhamma in you. You are lucky with the Buddhist Fellowship. The Buddhist Fellowship doesn't reject if you are not a member. You can come, everyone can come to join here. If you are a member or not a member, it doesn't matter. This is a really good opportunity to learn the Dhamma and how the Buddhist Fellowship principle is generalized, open to everyone. If Buddhist Fellowship is not open to the Dhamma, I cannot come here because they will reject me. You shouldn't come, you are from Burma. They are not like this, but they accept, they hosted me now and to share the Dhamma with you. It's a really great opportunity. Don't miss it. Of course, the Buddhist Fellowship will reject if they do not go in accordance with the Dhamma. They will reject them. If they go against the Dhamma, they will reject them. As long as if they go with the Dhamma, the Buddhist Fellowship will be open to them. This will be great opportunity in Singapore. This is the reason I love this Singapore. You have that open door for the Dhamma. do this, you will discover the Maggasacca middle way just right here in you. When you practice this, you will discover the Maggasacca middle way just right here in you. And when you observe that feeling, sensation, vibration, thoughts, opinions, when it rises and passes away, when you observe this, you get a vipassana Maggasacca there, 8 4 factors. But it should be completely based on mindfulness. Without mindfulness, vipassana is not clear. With that mindfulness aspect of concentration, vipassana becomes clear. And when you're not getting involved, and that can take the process of rise and fall, when you observe above wisely, when you observe them above wisely or distant, then you are free from that process. Rise is born, passes away is dead. So you just try to keep away yourself from the rise and fall, born and dead, death and born. So it means Nirodha-Satcha, Nirvana, freedom, emancipation, the same. So Nirodha-Satcha itself is very scientific. You can discover by practice. You cannot discover it by intellectual thinking or theoretical understanding, but it's very practical and scientific. This is how I like very much and how I feel grateful to the Buddha. As I do, I just want you to feel the same. This is the reason I transfer my understanding of the Dhamma to you. If you can receive it and practice, then you will feel like the same like me. We'll be happy. Do you find that Maggasacca in you? You find it? Yes? It's a little bit louder. So when you find that Maggasacca, where will you go? That Maggasacca, where does it lead you? To Nirodha-Satcha. To where? If you don't do this, do you believe that you can reach there? No. How many people who do not practice this in the world? Even in Buddhist community or even in your own family. When I was in Cambodia, when I asked this question, my Taika, his name is Dr. Kafrin, he said, 100% action. 100% who do not follow, who do not practice this, if you compare it. Look, even in the family, how many of our family members interested in this? Because they understand nothing. When you feel, when you understand, you feel active, you really feel enthusiastic. When you do not understand clearly, how do you feel? It's passive? It's feeling really bored? But when you see this, oh really, Maggasacca is in me, now 8 4 factors in me, I practice this, your mind becomes fresh, your mind becomes active, right? Active by the Dhamma. When your mind is active by the Dhamma, there's no lobha, no dosa, no moha. You feel it? When eightfold factors in you, you see dosa, lobha, dosa, moha in you? Yes or no? Yeah, please. Please, think me as your brother or something like that. Yes or no? Because you need to explain to your children, you are brothers and sisters at home, right? If you're not a Kriya, how can you explain? I just give you the Dhamma, I just transfer everything to you. When I go back to my country, please, lead it, keep it up, and share with the friends and family. Will you do it? That's great. We transfer the Dhamma to you, because to protect and not fall into the lower state of the being. Understand? So when you do this now, I just want to confirm again, when you do this, is there the name of Buddhist? No. Where do you get this teaching? From the Buddha. This teaching itself is called Dhamma. Right? We get it from the Buddha. And now the Buddha is not alive. How do you get it? You get it from the Sangha. Right? So true Dhamma should come from the heart of Sangha. You understand? Otherwise we will never discover the true Dhamma. Sangha means who keeps the Dhamma alive by practice. Sangha means who keeps this Dhamma alive in us by practice. Why? We want to share. We need to share with people. Those who wanted to do it. This is called Sangha. Sopatipano means practice straight, practice good for a fruit of the path. There's nothing other than that. Also, you know Sangha, the excellent quality of Sangha? 9 qualities of Sangha. Sopatipano, Ujjopatipano. Ujjopatipano means straight. Please straight to practice this Eightfold Noble Path in you. Keep it alive in you by practice. This is called Sangha. If they do not practice, how can they transfer this to you? Instead, see what we discover in us is Dhamma. Nothing to do with the Buddhism. I don't know where does this word come from. Do you have any idea where this Buddhism comes from? Not from the Buddha, I'm sure. Where? How I explain this? My next topic, I will show you. The second section of my topic is this. Look what Buddhism exactly means to all of us in these days. Do you see it? This is another section, but now we should try to be clear here now for these pictures, because this picture is not talking about religion, good or bad, but this picture is talking about Dhamma. You feel when you do this, the Eightfold Factors, Maggasacca is operating in you, right? Right? Just for those who practice this, right? One of the excellent qualities of the Dhamma is Pachatam Vedita Po Venuhi. Venuhi means those who practice. Pachatam means individually. Vedita means realize. Means those who practice individually can realize the Dhamma. This is one of the qualities of the Dhamma. How practical it is. You see it? You get it? So the excellent quality of the Dhamma should be read in the book, should read in you. When you have that Maggasacca in you, then you can say, Pachatam Vedita Po Venuhi here. You understand? The Dhamma quality is not in the book, but in here. So when you have this Maggasacca, now you have nothing to do with the Buddhism. Right? This is what I mean. I'm not trying to blame anything. Right? So you don't need to do with the Buddhism. Because this is called Dhamma. This Dhamma is taught by the Buddha. And now Buddha is not alive. How can you get from the Buddha? But you have a Sangha who keep that Dhamma alive in them by practice. So it's transferring now to you. This is called Sangha. The Sangha means, in my understanding, Sangha means those who keep the Dhamma alive in them by practice. Suktipano, Ujjotipano, Nayapatipano, all of them is telling you to practice that Eightfold Noble Path here. Then you can share, transfer this to everyone. So Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, the three religions here, by practice, not by reading the book or reciting one after another. You understand? So you can see now, by practice of vipassana meditation, the religions taking refuge is really true, really right. Not by reading books or not by faith, but by understanding. By your practical experiences. You can explain easily. When you practice this, what is this in you? Eightfold Noble Path. Right? The Eightfold Noble Path, where it will lead us to Nirvana. But Nirvana is Nibbana. So, if we do not do this, if we don't do this, if we don't practice the Eightfold Noble Path, let's see, I just want to tell you, there's nothing to do with the Buddhist, there's nothing to do with Christian, there's nothing to do with Muslims, there's nothing to do with the Jewish, there's nothing to do with Hindu. These are names of religion, labels of religion. But they can do nothing with this kind of Dhamma practice. You understand? How practical it is. You stop blaming. You can just attach to your name, but it doesn't need to do with the Dhamma. Right? Even if you can attach to Buddhism, it doesn't matter. You can be attached to it, but it doesn't need to do with the Dhamma. Right? Dhamma is the only time when you practice. Then Dhamma rises in you. Then you are taking refuge in the Dhamma, in the Buddha, in the Sangha, by understanding. So you see now clear why I put these things in the head. When you do this Eightfold Noble Path here, all of these names is taken off. Right? So I don't blame anything, please. I don't blame any religion by doing this, by teaching this. It means how they appear and how they disappear. This is what I mean. How they appear when you are ignoring, when you understand nothing. Lack of wisdom can make them appear in ourselves, by giving the name. When the wisdom rises in us, it's taken off automatically. I understand it. Right? You see it now, the Four Noble Truths, how the Four Noble Truths can arise in you. You understand now? Okay? By reading books or by practice? By practice, how practical it is. Now I just want to go. If you don't practice here, Maggasacca, you see? Can you read it? Maggasacca. Now if you don't practice this Maggasacca, what is ruling you? Here on above on the head, avijja and tanha. Can you see it clearly? Wait a minute. Can you see it? Avijja and tanha, samudaya satya. Can you read it? Avijja, tanha, samudaya satya. If you don't practice this Maggasacca here in your heart, it appears, it rules, it is ruling here on the head. Here the Buddhist is ruling, if they don't practice, the Buddha is ruled by samudaya satya. You see? Clear? So Christian is ruled by samudaya satya, and Muslim is ruled by, Jewish is ruled by samudaya satya, and Hindu is ruled by samudaya satya. Why it is? Because they don't practice Maggasacca. Even Buddhists, if they don't practice Maggasacca, what is ruled by them? Avijja and tanha, samudaya satya. If they are ruled by samudaya satya, what will it be? They will get dukkha satya. You understand? Because samudaya, dukkha, it's cycling, paticca. Always samudaya, dukkha. Because they have no Maggasacca. When the Maggasacca is, when the Buddha appeared in the world, there's a Maggasacca. But then we have to divide people who follow the Buddha and who do not follow the Buddha. But being Buddhist in the name is not really enough. Understand? This is the reason I really appreciate that, like in Buddhist fellowship, you can see that they open. Some of you are a member of this but some are not, but they don't reject it, but you are not a member. But they accept everyone, invite everyone to come. This is for your opportunity, right opportunity. Please don't miss. If you have a time or joy, that would be great for you. And now I know you get enlightened in some ways. You're understanding this kind of Dhamma. You get it? Yes? Yes. Thank you. Sadhu. 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 Well done. So now you know how Dukkha Satya, how Samudaya Satya, how Maggasacca, and how Nirvana follow the truth. By practice of our reading. By practice. I'm really happy to hear this, so I give this Dhamma understanding to you. I will see what time is it now? 3:14. So, and I will translate another topic. It will be for second section. Now, if you have any question on this topic, please think. I am as your brother or something, otherwise we will be unfriendly. If we are unfriendly, we will feel cold. If we will feel cold, we need medicine, we need doctor.
Sleeping leg.
Okay. What's sleeping leg? So when you are numb, and your life is sleeping, you cannot wake it up. Understand? When you feel you're getting numb, your leg is sleeping. You have to just wake it up. Please wake up. It doesn't wake up. This is sleeping leg. Okay? Anybody? Can you use that microphone? That would be much better. Yes, because this is very Buddhistic way. When you are meditating, the mind should be in the middle, just exactly the middle way. You see? Not like the mind is here. Sometimes you're thinking here, the mind goes there. This is just, I want to show as example, this middle way. When your mind is here, you are in the middle way. You understand? Here is the middle of all our body. Right?
So when we practice, the mind is with wherever the
of course. Not here, but if you are thinking here, please get the mind feel here. You have go there. You understand? This is just example, just to show the middle.
Okay. So if normally when we follow, we're supposed to just observe.
Mm-hmm.
So there is the observation, and then there's the I don't know how to explain. There's the observation. Then after that, there is the mind where it is with wherever the attention and awareness is. So
I will tell you, when you observe something, as even breathing, when you observe breathing, 6 or 8 full factors there at the breathing, at the nostril. So you can't see, like, this is what I can understand what you ask. You cannot classify, this is first, this is second, but they come together. Right? That time, the 6 of 8 is there. But when you observe the 18 of 8 or something, that 8 are all there. Because right understanding, right thought is here. Right thought means to send this thought to the object. This is right thought. Right understanding is rightly see the object. So when we observe the HE as it is, it's right understanding. But this cannot come along without right thought. Because right thought sent this too. And right understanding sees this. Instead, this is what you mean, I think.
So it is very normal, like when we have a physical sensation that it's not comfortable.
Yeah.
So if we know that, okay, this is not comfortable.
Yeah. This is dukkha. Uncomfortable means not comfortable means dukkha.
So if we observe that
Yeah,
is not comfortable and the mind kind of says that it's not comfortable.
Yeah, you cannot say it, but observe as it is.
So is that
if you say not comfortable, it's just the name and label, but you shouldn't say this. See as it is. It means, see as it means, it rises and it passes away. It rises, it passes away. If there's no names and labels, it rises and passes away. This is nature. You get it? This is right understanding. If we see uncomfortable, this is just conventionally I put it the name, but we are not observing the name. See as it is, clearly it rises and passes away. It rises and passes away. Yeah?
So it is, ultimately we are trying to get to the stage where we are just observing it objectively that it's rising and passing away. But before we get to that stage, usually we have some reaction to it. So
of course, you can, reaction is nothing wrong.
How do we look at that reaction? It means like, for example...
Well, you have to just observe the reaction anyway. But if that reaction, if you think the reaction is, as soon as you observe, it's going to work. It's anicca. Then you see itchy, pain as it is. But you have to just observe it. Stay here is much better. You stay here, you see them anyway. Here is samatha, and here is vipassana. But until it disappears, you have to just watch. Like literally stay here. Instead, you get it? Everybody's the same when she asks anyway, because it's the same experience. Yeah?
So if the pain is so painful, how do we observe?
Pain is?
So painful. Like
painful?
it is so painful that...
I will tell you, as long as your concentration is not powerful, you can change it, doesn't matter. But by being aware of this, you can change it. Because your concentration is not strong. But when you have, because I will tell you, in my forest, I have to sit down for 4 hours at least, without paying for anything. At the beginning, even 5 minutes, I get painful. But even if I tell you don't change it, you will change it. So I let them change, but being aware of the movement, that is called meditation. When you are too much painful, everybody's the same. When you're too much painful, for example, when you are sleeping, you cannot wake it up. You can just touch it, that's better. But at that time, you have to be aware, mindful of the touch. That is meditation. Yeah? Okay?
Okay.
That's a good question for everyone, not only for herself. Any question?
So, when in the process of meditation, focusing on the breath, you notice all these thoughts and sensations. So is it just bare noticing, or is there a mental analysis, like analysis?
No, not analysis, but just observe. Analyze is not the way to in Vipassana meditation. Analyze is something like a scholar study. We analyze something else. But in Vipassana it's not. You have to just practically approach to that. Exactly. What it's easy because clear. What see as it is means not anger as anger, but it rises, passes away. It rises, passes away. This is what I mean. See as it is. Because even if you get anger, it's not reality because anger is one of the names, right? And greed is one of the names, label. But when you see rises, passes away, rises, everything the same, in the same quality. This is right, and see as it is this. You get it? This is called vipassana. Otherwise, it's not called vipassana. Vipassana is the only thing that makes us feeling comfortable, living comfortable in real life, because things are changing anyway. When you have that vipassana understanding, how it changes, it's okay according to the law of nature. We feel better immediately. Otherwise, I don't want to get changed, but it changed. I'm really difficult to be patient with this. But vipassana understanding makes us really great. Nowadays, the scientists discover when you do this, patience is increasing. Your forbearance is increasing. So these kinds of things are really tested by science. But before we don't know. But nowadays the science traces the Buddha's teaching everywhere. It makes us really great. This is the reason I think the 21st century is the point that Buddhism, the Buddha's Dhamma and science will come across. And that's good for newer generation because we test a lot of scientific technology, but people still suffer. That technology makes us more suffer, I think. Right? Everybody has a phone in a hand, and it's difficult to control your children with those kind of phone. Sometimes I blame Bill Gates because he produced a lot of iPhone. Now I'm taking another one. How can we buy it? Steve Jobs already passed away. Why? Because the technology, the newer innovation of technology doesn't work. This is why the scientists turning their face to the Buddha's teaching. Believe me, this 21st century is the point that Buddhism and the Dhamma will come across, the science will come across. So for newer generations, they are just lucky. This is the reason. We need to share, transfer this knowledge to the younger generation. Then they can keep it up. Otherwise, we will get lost. And they will get lost too. Because they do a lot of things to make the world better. But see the world become worse and worse. Humanity becomes worse and worse. They created weapons. They make a war. They kill each other. Later, you know that even the handphone becomes a bomb. Very dangerous, they create. Why handphone? They create greed for money. The basic greed. How do we reduce it? Just we personalize alone. There's no prayer, nothing. No God can do this. Nowadays, it's really great. Scientists realize this. I feel really grateful. When I feel the same, when I practice this, I can reduce my anger, I can let it go. That makes me happier. This is the way that I share with you. Not only with you, everyone who needs me, I go there and I share with them. Not religion, but this way of life. Okay? So any question? Otherwise we should stop for a while, break, and then we will start second section, walking meditation. Okay? Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. That's okay, of course. You can do it. You took already? Okay. But this picture is really amazing. In retreat, I show it every day. That becomes clear. Just 1 hour not enough. My mind is complicated when I draw this picture. Now I'm clear. So we should do a little bit fresh and go to the toilet or something, take some water, and we will start again at 3:45. 3:45.